right, just before the break, we mentioned that the World Cup is in the books. Spain with a big win. Athletes showing strength and endurance on the field. And while few will reach that level of success, young athletes still, many of them striving to be the best they can be.
So how do we as parents help them reach those goals? In today's Family First, Sean Stryker shares a few tips on how to encourage your child to have fun no matter the sport they play.
We want to stress and support the process and take the emphasis on off the outcome.
Dr. Rick Neff, a licensed clinical and sports psychologist and the owner and founder of Inner Edge Sports Psychology, says it's crucial for our kids to feel comfortable talking about what's happening on the field, both good and bad.
There's still a lot of social pressure, especially in sports, like don't be mentally weak, don't talk about how you feel, suck it up, get over it. And what we see in research, the more we try to suck it up and get over it per se, not only does our performance on the field suffer, but also academically and also socially.
When it comes to the performance, try not to compare your young athlete to others, as kids tend to develop and mature at different ages.
So I like to say, stress the process of development, stress the process of getting better, and allow your son or daughter to fail.
And while it may be hard to watch our kids fail, Dr. Neff says it's an important part of the learning process.
Experiencing failure, learning through failure, growing from failure allows for both what I consider more success, on an athletic field and also in the classroom and socially.
And in the age of year-round sports, make sure your kids take a break.
The grind and 24/7, if you're not working, somebody else is working, and it's going to surpass you. Not necessarily true. Like, we need time away from sport. We need both mental reasons and physical reasons.
All right, that was Sean Stryker reporting for us there. And remember, in the end,
No, go ahead. You read first.
Yeah, you have thoughts on this? So in the end, sports are supposed to be fun, and while every kid won't make the world stage, and they can have fun certainly while on the field.
It was one of those bits of advice early on in the package that's easy to hear and to think about and hard to do is to let your child fail. That starts so early. Look, I've got a kindergartner, and he's got a problem that I never had. He's the smallest kid in class by far.
Yeah.
That's a huge disadvantage when you're playing tag. He's already gun shy about going out and losing at tag, and he's starting to not want to play.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand. You just have to have fun, and you're only going to make the problem worse. And so now, how do you get through with that to a kindergarten? That's not easy to do.
A kindergartner is tough because recess is recess, and you're going to play what the crowd wants to play.
Yes.
As the kids get older, your son, my son as well, who's also tiny by percentage comparisons, you start to realize what their strengths are. They're going to realize what their strengths are. My son's a fast runner. Yep. So guess who's on the cross-country team this fall? Because of that, he loves baseball, but he's not a power hitter. Right. So it's just not, you got to play to your strengths.
Yes.
But to the other way, you got to let the kids fail, and you got to let them have fun, because at the end of the day, this becomes a big issue in a family if you are yelling at your kids because your passion is getting in the way of their needs and desires.